Hello everyone and welcome, I'm Alex, the architect for Backfrap, and in today's video we'll continue our Flutter and Parse series of videos talking about data objects, and today we're going to see numbers. So Parse is very flexible when dealing with numbers, so you can store integers or floating points, and you can go as up as 7 decimal points when storing a number. You can even hold number operations directly. It will convert into a number and store it for you. So here I have my to-do app with our to-do Flutter class, where we created a message as a string, and we are going to create a new object with another property called scene, where we will store the scene times of that to-do item, and it will be basically a number. So back here to my Visual Studio, I have the code where I created our first message. I'm going to change this for hello. This is our second message, and right beside it I'm going to set a new property called watched. Watched will be the number of times that one specific to do was read. So I'll put a comma and then pass the value. I'm going to pass the value as a number. So let's say this specific message was seen 2 times. I just have to type 2. I can, depending on the type of number that I'm storing, I can put a decimal point. So for instance, 2.8 or 2.5, which of course does not make sense for this specific case, but it can be stored depending on your use case. You can also hold operations in here. So for instance, 3 plus 1, it will resolve this operation, sum it as 4, and then store the 4 on the watched variable. What you cannot do here, however, is to pass a string as a number. It will understand you're passing a string, and then it will break because it's expecting a real number. If you want to pass a string, you need to parse it as a number so it can be stored. So once again, let's put our number 2 here, close our brackets, and run Flutter run. Once again, choose my simulator. This will take a couple of seconds. Gotta remember, this is the oldest version, so it will recompile, close this one, and open the new one with the modifications that I just did. There we go. Alright, so let's jump back to our Parse dashboard and see how things went. So I can update my data from here if I just click this refresh button, and if you notice, my second message is right up here, but I'm missing the column as the number. Why is that? Because every time I add new data to a class, not specifically new data but new columns especially, it will change the schema of that class, and the schema is held in your browser, cached for faster responses. So every time you add a new column, if it doesn't show up when you click this refresh button here, you have to fully reload your browser, clicking this button up here in Chrome to retrieve the latest schema. And as you can see, now I have my watched as a number with the number 2, and the oldest message that I have, where it didn't exist as watched property, it's now as undefined. So if you need to fill up all those undefined values, you have to specifically search for them and then update them with the current value, as for instance a 0, because Parse will not automatically populate those properties. It will be all undefined. And from now on, even if I manually try to add a new record from here and type a new message, so message 3, it will ask me for a new number. So I can now type, let's say, 3 here. So Once again, numbers are very flexible. You can hold operations in here. It will be stored as the number, not the operation. It will parse the operation and store the number. And you can hold very big values in here. So for instance, if you deal with cryptocurrency values, for instance, where you have lots of decimal points, you can store those values in here. And it's very safe to operate like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you on the next one, where we will talk about dates. So see you soon. Bye bye.